between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ihmir Smith-Marsette now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Mond looks to throw on first down. They'll get that to Ihmir Smith-Marsette.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, here's Mond. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On second down, Cook. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cook.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ekeler going to get it again on second down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Ekeler.
And the ball is knocked out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a first carry for Giovani Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down now. Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rolling to his right, completes it to the fullback, Ham. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Mond.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here's Mond.
Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Ihmir Smith-Marsette.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Hyde on the return. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
From the 35 on second down, Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Herbert now. A man over the middle, and it's complete. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Herbert just beat the play clock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man, one of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mon going to throw it.
And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10.
But these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers. They'd see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Mon now off of play action. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Darqueze Dennard.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mond looks to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, it's Herbert.
That'll be caught by the rookie, Josh Palmer.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Herbert on first down now. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, Eckler. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Herbert.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side.
Bernard. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, here's Bernard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On the give, this is Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Trying to hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Off the play fake, Mond. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here. Mond. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 7. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Cook, a 1st down and more. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Going to run with Madison again. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Alexander Madison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pettis now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's got daylight. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. And that big fourth-quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Gostkowski the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Flush to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Come on again.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Pettis now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now Herbert. He's got Eckler.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll find Smith-Marsette complete.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Mott's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now Mon. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Pettis now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Herbert to throw. Allen's got it complete. And he will have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with 17 seconds to play.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Going back to Allen, he's got him again.
And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Herbert.
Caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this.